Fine shit, alright shit, mid shit, and chop shit. These four phrases have taken over our idea of attraction this past year. I don't know who or what put these new concepts into the air, but whoever that person is, fuck you and what you stand for, because you ruin shit for niggas. Now everyone want fine shit. Well, fuck you and your fine shit. Anyway, the shit 4L called them got me thinking about what makes niggas attractive these days. Men and women. And with another great shift on their way this year, niggas gonna have another requirement to become so-called fine shit. But that's a video for another day. What really got me going was, how did we get here to these classifications of niggas? And to answer that question, it's simple. 1 through 10. Going back in our ancient history, we developed an understanding that these numbers give you a general understanding of your level of attraction to the eyes of others. Starting with a 1 out of 10, you are absolutely impossible to look at without cringing. There's a good chance you know you're ugly, and you 100% have nothing going for you. Moving on to the 2 out of 10s. Probably aren't impossible to look at, and in some cases are tolerated, but y'all niggas haven't quite crossed the realm to chop shit yet. Y'all niggas are still below the barrel. By the way, the scaling portion of this video will only be based on looks, but we will get into the more hypothetical stuff later on in the video. Next, the 3 out of 10. So y'all niggas aren't getting approached by nobody no time soon, but with a few tweaks, y'all have officially entered the realm of chop shit. 4 out of 10. Congratulations, y'all are chop shit. If you are dating someone that belongs here, let's believe at least one person in your life will take the time to say one of these few things listed. Either way, you going around in a group chat some way or another. Without a doubt, y'all have something going for you in some type of way looks wise. And with a couple changes, y'all will move on up the ladder. 5 out of 10. Y'all are now mid shit. People get this confused all the time. 5 out of 10 is average. In fact, a lot of people probably gauge around this range if we're being completely honest. By no means is this a poor grading. In fact, you can be content with this rating for the most part. You got a couple things going for you, but no more than a couple. And if you do the right things, you can move up and be alright shit. 6 out of 10. At 6 out of 10, y'all haven't quite crossed the threshold of being mid shit. If anything, you're probably still considered more mid than anything. But I guarantee if you're in this lane, you've probably heard,
if you put more effort in,
or
if you try harder.
Which these are absolutely true, because if you did, you probably be considered 7 out of 10. Alright shit. Alright shit is one of the worst rankings for niggas. I said it is. Being called alright is basically saying niggas can be satisfied with you. You got things going for yourself, and people will generally see why you may be attractive. But once again, this isn't the most shitty rating you can possibly get. 1, I know there's something about you looks wise that can't get you above the hump. And 2, you're probably mid shit that looks matched to your peak, which, don't get me wrong, I do respect. The problem lies in the instance of dating, whereas you are mid shit, unless you have one of the hypotheticals I'll talk about later on, you're kinda that one guy or lady that niggas will settle for. And best believe if your significant other in question says looks brought him to you, and don't be talking about character made me stay. That's a media trained response, nigga. I know one too many niggas that say this, but will give shit up the minute fine shit pull up. Best believe they stay looking for the next nigga up if you alright shit. Oh, and also, if there's another person in question, they just waiting for you to give them a reason to leave and stir shit up. 8 out of 10. If you're an 8 out of 10, you won't get called alright shit. But don't get your hopes up, because you are certainly not fine shit to the majority of people. Objectively speaking, you are probably attractive. But with beauty standards nowadays, you'll have that weird portion of people that might call you mid. And I feel for you, because it just means you would have been some type of model had you been born pre-social media. This rating probably means you've looked matched from being a 6 to 7 out of 10, and you definitely are someone that makes it hard to give up on for other people if we're thinking that way. Nothing wrong with being in the 80th percentile. 9 out of 10. Congrats, you are fine shit. And did I say fuck y'all at the start of the video? Because I totally meant it. Y'all don't go up to males or females, they go up to you. You got practically everything going for you looks wise, and generally everyone that sees you from a physical standpoint will glaze the fuck out of you for how good you look. Girls will do that regardless of the ranking though. Aside from that, you make it difficult to let other women or guys in relationships to let their significant other out of their sight without them being there. And there isn't anything looks wise other than age that could possibly make y'all go down a rating. 10 out of 10. You're Duke. You're easily one of the most attractive people on this planet, and have niggas glaze you each and every day. Everything stands as before with being a 9 out of 10, but there's a small difference. You're pretty much untouchable. You see, with being a 9 out of 10, you might have a small imperfection about yourself looks wise that probably contributed to your demise of being called a 10 out of 10. But being a 10 out of 10, you have one of two things. You have nothing wrong about you. Yes, that's a thing. Or 2, you have an imperfection, but it adds on to your attractiveness. So think of dimples, a beauty mark, or moles. Shit, honestly anything. Now time for the hypothetical. hypotheticals. This might be my longest video, so please sub, leave a like, and share because of how painful this editing will be. Starting with if you got money. If you got money and are a male, you are instantly 2 numbers higher. If you consider yourself to be fine shit, you're now untouchable on the societal level. Money does indeed run the world and get people what they want. You really think all these IG models get piped down and are fine with having their kid from these athletes because they care for the kid or even like the dad? No nigga, it's because them niggas got money. Think about it. There's women that will look the other way just because you give them money for an abortion. Don't matter what type of fuck shit you did. These male athletes, 9 times out of 10 with the exception of a few, are usually in the realm of fine shit according to women. That's just the way the world works. So to the male population, if you want to maximize your son's opportunity of not being chop shit, start Project LeBron. If you are a woman with money, you are 1 number higher. This is more complex because with how the standards of men and women have shifted, as well as the whole gender role spiel, women are more attractive if they do got their own money, generally speaking now, but jump back 30 years and that might not be the case for real. And in the eyes of more traditionally speaking men, they probably are more so down 2 to 4 numbers if that's the case. They're intimidated by your success, and that's okay, because I speak for the council when I say we need more sugar mommies in the world. But for the sake of argument, we'll say women are 1 number higher. I'm not gonna lie, this skill is stupid as fuck. The enthusiasm I once had for this video gets demolished the more I go on, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. If you got clout. This goes hand in hand with money, to be honest, but I think it deserves its own separate thing. You're sitting at a restaurant with this one guy or girl, and a nigga come up to you to ask for your picture. Doesn't matter the circumstances. Bombs could be dropping from the sky for all I know. I guarantee that person across the table from you asks you if they don't know already, who the fuck are you? And if they're gold digging, they'll ask you what you do for a living. Either way, status means more aura, so up 2 tiers for both genders. Final one here. If you got good character or personality. Thank the Lord there are people like you out there. Charisma is indeed contagious. Kinda like status, but not like status, because clout means niggas just hold you on a higher pedestal. Which if you think that you are higher than everyone else, you're a piece of shit. But people want to hang around you more because of your personality, vibe, character, whatever the fuck, because they see that and want to be a part of that. Basically, unlike money where money can cause niggas to be blinded, and I'm not saying your personality or character can't either, but if niggas do fuck with your personality, it's 100% because it's a good one. And people see that and want to be around that. And I don't want to be that one nigga that straight up agrees with personality over everything. But at the end of the day, you can like someone but be oblivious to their character and personality. At that point, consider yourself a doll and the person in question also a doll. Because that's not attraction, that's the description of someone having no fucking standards for themselves. I'm gonna keep it $2 with y'all. Personality and character alone can carry niggas. I straight up believe that. And to that regard, I believe that the scale alone makes it hard for people to determine that, because beauty is, at the end of the day, in the eyes of the beholder. I might not find what y'all might find attractive. For one, I'm not gay, so stay off of that. And 2, preferences aren't included to the general population, which the attraction scale is based on. The general population. The scale itself kills a lot of our own belief and fucks with our judgment. Our process of thinking goes a little bit like this now. It's not a, I wonder what he or she has going on for them to pull them. It's a, they could be doing so much better, or why would they settle for that? And if we being real, it could only be a few things if we thinking like that. They got bread, which isn't the ideal thing you want to hear, but it's true. They got clout and they trying to ride off of it. Once again, not ideal. Or they got a good future and good head on their shoulders. This is your character. 100% of people naturally want someone like this. Doesn't matter who you ask. And finally, you got a good personality. People gravitate to good feels, and if you got any standards for yourself at all, you should naturally want someone that is going to make you feel good. Not just in the bedroom. Which is why I say this ups you by about 3 digits. It makes that much a difference in the modern time of niggas acting the same nonchalant or chill guy at. Being yourself is gonna attract the right people, which by my standards can't be measured by a scale. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below, and drop a sub if you haven't already.